Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktin Bhavadirnaistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, text number 30. 2930. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Answers by Citing the Lord's Version. Please repeat the sloga behind me. Yāvat sakhā sakhyur iveśa kṛtaḥ.
Yāvat sakhā sakhyur iveśa kṛtaḥ.
prajā-visarge vibhajāmi janam.
prajā-visarge vibhajāmi janam.
Aviklavas parikarmaṇi sthito.
aviklavas parikarmaṇi sthito.
samunnaddha-mado māninaḥ.
samunnaddha-mado māninaḥ.
Word by word meaning, please repeat begin me. Yāvat, as it is. Sakhā, friend. Sakhyur, unto the friend. Iva, like that. Eśa, O Lord. Te, you. Kṛtaḥ, have accepted. Prajā, the living entities. Visarge, in the matter of creation. Vibhajāmi, as I shall do it differently. Bohu, O my Lord. Janam, those who are born. Aviklavas, without being perturbed. Te, your. Parikarmaṇi, in the matter of service. Sthito, thus situated. Ma, may it never be. May, unto me. Samunnaddha, resulting arise. Mādhurya, madness. Aja, O unborn one. māninaḥ, thus being thought of. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanavarnda A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Purport. Translation, please repeat behind me. O my Lord, the unborn, you have shaken hands with me just as a friend does with a friend, as if equal in position. I shall be engaged in the creation of different types of living entities, and I shall be occupied in your service. I shall have no perturbation, but I pray that all this may not give rise to pride, as if I were the supreme. Purport. Lord Brahmā is definitely situated in the humor of friendship with the Lord. Every living being is eternally related with the personality of Godhead in one of the 5 different transcendental humors, namely śānta, dāsya, sakhya, vātsalya, and mādhurya. We have already discussed these 5 kinds of humors in relationship with the personality of Godhead. It is clearly exhibited herein that Lord Brahmā is related to the personality of Godhead in the transcendental humor of friendship. A pure devotee may be related with the Lord in any one of the transcendental humors, even in the humor of parenthood, but the devotee of the Lord is always a transcendental servitor. No one is equal to or greater than the Lord. That is the version of the Bhagavad-gītā. Brahmaji, although eternally related with the Lord in the transcendental humor of friendship, and although entrusted with the most exalted post of creating different grades of living entities, is still conscious of his position, that he is neither the Supreme Lord nor supremely powerful. It is possible that some extremely powerful personality within or without the universe may sometimes show more power than the Lord himself. Still, the pure devotee knows that this power is vibhuti, delegated by the Lord, and such a delegated, powerful living entity is never independent. Śrī Hanumānjī crossed the Indian Ocean by jumping over the sea, and Lord Śrī Rāmacandra engaged himself in marching over the bridge. But this does not mean that Hanumanji was more powerful than the Lord. Sometimes the Lord gives extraordinary powers to his devotee, but the devotee knows always that the power belongs to the personality of Godhead and that the devotee is only an instrument. The pure devotee is never puffed up with like the non-devotee class of men who falsely think that they are God. It is astonishing to see how a person who is being kicked by the laws of the Lord's illusory energy at every step can falsely think of becoming one with the Lord. Such thinking is the last snare of the illusionary energy offered to the conditioned soul. The first illusion is that he wanted to become Lord of the material world by accumulating wealth and power. But when he is frustrated in that attempt, he wants to be one with the Lord. So, both becoming the most powerful man in the material world and desiring to become one with the Lord are definitely illusory snares. And because the pure devotee of the Lord are surrendered souls, they are above the illusory snare of Maya. Because Lord Brahma is a pure devotee, even though the first dominating deity in the material world and therefore able to do many wonderful things, he would never, like the non devotee with a poor fund of knowledge, have the audacity to think of becoming one with the Lord. People with a poor fund of knowledge shall take lessons from Brahma when they are puffed up with the false notion of being God, becoming God. Factually, Lord Brahma does not create the living entities. In the beginning of the creation, he is empowered to give different bodily shape to the living entities according to their work during the last millennium. Brahmaji's duty is just to wake the living entities from their slumber and to engage them in their proper duty. The different grades of the living entities are not created by Brahmaji by his capricious whims, but he is entrusted with the task of giving the living entities different grades of body so that they can work accordingly. And still, he is conscious that he is only instrumental, so that he may not think of himself as the supreme powerful Lord. Devotees of the Lord are engaged in the specific duty offered by the Lord, and such duties are successfully carried out without hindrance because they are ordinated by the Lord. The credit of success goes not to the doer but to the Lord. But persons with a poor fund of knowledge takes the credit of success into their own accounts and give nothing to the credit to the Lord. That is the symptom of the non-devotee class of men. Om Dasa. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakre Chakshurunmridanyana Dasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharani Nirvishesha Shunyavad Padasha Desadarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So today's sloka, it is again the discussion between Brahma and Narada is happening. So that Brahmaji is explaining. So that Brahma and Lord is happening. Sorry, Brahma and Lord, not Narada. Brahma and Lord, what discussion happened, and he was telling to Narada. And that discussion was discussed by Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadeva Goswami. So now the discussion between, the current situation is the discussion between Brahma and the Supreme Lord. So the Brahma, by seeing the Supreme Lord, is telling what he is telling to the Supreme Lord, because first Brahma came out from the navel of the Supreme Lord in the lotus flower. So he don't know anything, what to do, what not to do. Then he just heard the sound, tapa. So then he was searching the person who said that tapa. So he was going in the lotus flower from up and down, but he couldn't find anybody. So he understood that tapa means it is doing the tapasya. That means penance. So he sat for a penance. He sat and he continued his meditation. So that he did for 1,000 years. So for that, after 1,000 years, 1,000 celestial years, not in our human years, it is celestial years. That means it's more than 2 lakhs of years compared to the human years. So that much time he was doing the tapasya. There, then Lord appeared. He was able to see the Vaikuntha in front of him, and how the Vaikuntha is appeared, or who are all there in the Vaikuntha, and how the Lord is situated in Vaikuntha. Everything he was able to see, he explained in the previous slokas. Now he is seeing the Lord face to face, and what he is doing? Lord came and shake the hands with Brahma. So the who will check the hand? If we are seeing somebody in our office, we will shake the hand. And some delegates, some important delegates like our prime minister go to other country, and there that country prime minister or president, if they are meeting, they will shake the hand. So like that, it is a professional way. Shaking the hand is a professional way. So we are initially, the people used to say shaking the hand. So it's a kind of a invented by the British people, like that they are thinking. But here in the Bhagavatam itself, it is there. Lord shook the hand with Brahmaji. So that means that time itself, Lord shook the hand. So shaking the hand, the professional way, was there in the time immemorial, and Lord shook the hands. So the shaking hands, how it will happen? So the person overall who is equal to them, then we will shook the hands. So if you are seeing our elders, we won't shook the hand, we will go and touch their feet. But if they are equal, then we will shook the hands. So this is the way the Lord, he was giving the importance to Brahmaji, but he is not equal, but still as a friendship manner, he was shaking the hands with Brahmaji. So this is one of the rasa, having the friendly relationship with the Lord is the one of the rasa. So there are 5 kinds of rasas are there. We can have the relationship with the Lord. So we also having the relationship with the Lord, but still, since because of our material contamination, we are not able to identify what kind of relationship we have with the Lord. So the chanting the holy name of the Lord, discussing about Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad-gītā, all these are to understand this relationship, to re-establish that relationship. It is not necessary everyone to be in the same manner. So that's the reason there also Lord gave us the varieties of, there are 5 kind of varieties, 5 kind of different relationship we can have with the Lord. So Lord we can have the relationship of the śānta. We can, in Sanskrit, we'll call it as the rasa. Śānta rasa, dāsya rasa, sakhyur rasa, vātsalya rasa, and mādhurya rasa. These are the 5 kind of different kind of relationship we can have with the Lord. Śānta rasa means becoming associate of the Lord, but we are not doing any service to the Lord. It is a kind of a calm service. It is service, but it's a calm service. For example, the tree in the material world, if you see the tree will be there in the temple. The tree is not doing any service to the Lord, but the śānta rasa is connected with the Lord. So the persons who is coming there and is giving the shelter to the devotees who are coming to the temple, and shelter in the sense the shadow it is giving when the summertime. The people come and sit under a tree. And sometimes some villages and all, Lord himself sit under the tree. So this and all, there is no exchange will be there between the Lord and that person or the living entity, but śānta, through this śānta rasa, they will serve the Lord. So this is śānta rasa. And next one is dāsya. Dāsya means to become a servitor of the Supreme Lord and to serve the Lord. So there are many servants. We can also in material world also, if you we ourselves, we are having this maid servant in our home. The servant is coming and they are cleaning the home or washing the vessels and those things. These are the servants. So what they are doing? They are working under us. So this is the way the person who is working under the Lord. So they are thinking that they are the dasas. They are the servants of the Lord. They are, even though it is not necessary only the uneducated people become a servant. Anybody can, for Lord servant, anybody can become a servant. So servant in the sense, the person who does the service to the Lord. So garland making, decorating the Lord, cleaning the temple, cleaning the altar, and preparing the prasadam, and giving the class, doing the vigraha aradhana. These are all, we can say, is a through dāsya rasa we can do. This kind of a servitor. We are downgrading ourselves as a servant position, and we are doing. So there is no qualification for that. Okay, the person who is poor in the society, only that person become a dāsya. It is not like that. According to our philosophy, every one of us are the dasa to the Supreme Lord. So we need to have that. That is the perfect position to be with. Otherwise, what will happen? We will puff up with our opulences, puff up with our powers. So we will become think about ourselves as a Lord himself. So that is the reason we always think ourselves as a servant of the Lord, so that we can remain in our position. That is the dāsya rasa. And another one, next one is the sakhya rasa. Sakhya means like Brahmaji. So the Lord is shaking the hand with the Brahma. So it's a kind of sakhya. Sakhya means friend. So like Sudama, he is a friend of the Lord. There are many friends in Vrindavan Lord had. So Lord was playing with those kind of friends. So they are all playing with the sakhya rasa. So somebody jump on that Lord and somebody sit on the shoulder of the Lord during the Vrindavan past times. We could have studied that. We have to read that in the Krishna book. So how it is possible, how the Lord is taking somebody in his shoulder, somebody beating the Lord, somebody giving prasadam to the Lord. Even the covered boys, they are playing with the Lord. So they are all in the sakhya rasa. So sakhya rasa is equally playing with the Lord by giving pleasure to each other. So that is the sakhya rasa. And vātsalya rasa. Vātsalya rasa means to consider Krishna as the Supreme Lord as the son, and they are themselves as the parents of the Supreme Lord, then taking care of them. So Yashoda Mai and Nanda Maharaj. So they took care of Krishna as their son, even though he is a Supreme Lord, and because of the Yoga Maya, they are completely covered by the Yoga Maya, so that they were give the parental affection, because Krishna wanted to have that love, parental affection love with Yashoda Mai and Nanda Maharaj. So that is the reason they were become his parents, and they were doing the serve the Lord. So in the Vatsalya Rasa also, in all this Rasa, we need to serve the Lord. In Vatsalya Rasa, consider ourselves as a parent, and Krishna as a child, we can serve the Lord. It is not necessary Krishna need to come in front of us, then only we can serve. It is not necessary. Even with the deity in our home, we can consider that as a son. In North India, especially in the North India, many people, if they don't have the child, even though they don't have the child, what they will do? They will consider the Krishna, the Laddu Gopal as their son. So they consider Laddu Gopal as their son, and they will serve that Laddu Gopal deity with the wholehearted. So they will, every day they will give the bath to the deity and decorating and dressing them and feeding them, offering the prasadam and flower decoration, and they will sing bhajans, artis, and put them into sleep. Like a small child, how will take care? They will take care of that deity. They consider that as a son. Krishna as a son. So like that they used to consider. And also wherever they are going, even the outstations, they will take along with them. Even though they are going for the pilgrimage, they will take along with them the child. So like how if there is a child with us, how we are taking the child to all the places wherever we goes. Similar way, they take the deities, consider that as a Krishna as a that's their child, as their son. So they have that parental affair with the Lord. That is the vātsalya rasa. And the next one is the mādhurya rasa. This is the highest, topmost mādhurya. That means loving relationship with the Lord. This love, how the Radharani and other gopis who have the relationship with the Lord, gopis, they have the loving relationship with the Lord. So that is the mādhurya rasa. So these are all the different rasa we can have the relationship with the Lord. So this relationship is there with us, but because of this material contamination, we came to this material world, we forgot the Lord, and we are trying to lord it over this material world. We are trying to accumulate wealth, we are trying to accumulate the power. But we are forgetting that this power and this wealth, everything is coming from the Supreme Lord. And sometimes that's what Prabhupada is explaining. Sometimes it may be appear that the devotee of the Lord have more power than the Supreme, than the Lord. That's why Prabhupada gave the example like Hanuman in the Ramayana. He gave the Ramayana pastime he gave. When Hanuman jumped from Rameshwaram to Lanka, he jumped. But when the Lord Ram, what he did? He built a bridge, then he walked there. So since Hanuman jumped from there, he is not greater than Lord. He is a servant of the Lord. But who gave the power to jump from here to there to Hanuman? The Supreme Lord gave. But the Supreme Lord not showing that power, he was just walked. So we should not think that Lord have less power than Hanuman. We should not think in that way. So that's what Prabhupada is explaining. The power Hanuman had given by the Supreme Lord. Then we can understand the Supreme Lord is the most powerful. Then he can do anything and everything at any point of time. So that's what we are seeing in this material world. Suddenly there is a people are the aircraft accident happened some couple of weeks back. What happened? 250 people at a stitch they died. So Lord can save. If Lord wanted to save someone, Lord can save. And if he wanted to destroy, if the person time is over, then nobody can save. So Rake Krishna Mare Krishna Rake ke. That is the saying in Bengali. They will say that. That means Krishna wanted to protect someone. Nobody can kill that person. If Krishna wanted to kill that person, nobody can protect that person. So that is the way it is there. So that is the way. So we are also in that category only. So if how much ever we do our production for our production, we can do this shelter puts, we'll create a big houses, concrete this and that, and taking the vitamin tablets, this and that to become a young youth. But the time which is controlling us, what will happen? We'll become old age, we'll get a disease. How much ever you try to control, so disease, the old age disease, birth, death, old age disease cannot be controlled. These are all controlled by then that means we are all controlled by the Supreme Lord. So we are all just instruments in that's the reason here Brahmaji also praying to the Supreme Lord. What he is praying? But I pray that all this may not give rise to pride. So that means what he is doing? Brahmaji is doing the creation, the secondary creator of the Supreme Lord. For the Supreme Lord is the original creator, and Brahmaji took over from the Lord and he is doing the secondary creation. He is the creator. We studied in the scriptures that Brahmaji is the creator and Vishnu is the maintainer and Shiva is the destroyer. So Brahmaji is doing the creation. So here Prabhupada is explaining that the creation means he is not creating the living entity. Living entity already there. But according to the karma, Brahmaji, what he is doing? He is allocating the bodies. Okay, this person. So for Indradumna Maharaja, he did offended, he got the curse from Agastya. So as per the powerful person give the curse to Agastya, powerful person Agastya gave the curse to Indradumna Maharaj. So he need to be a elephant. So then for that soul, when the Indradumna Maharaja leaving the body, then that soul need to get the next birth, he need to get the elephant body. So the elephant body is allocated. That allocation, that where that divinity need to take birth, which womb it need to birth. So that is taken care by Brahmaji. So that is the way, that is the clarity. So since he is doing this activity, so he should not puff it up that Brahmaji, oh, I am the greatest person, I am doing this allocation of this birth. I'm controlling this birth. How the where the living entity should do. So he's not controlling, he's not doing anything. According to whatever the law provided by the Lord, he is just following that and he is assisting the Lord. So he always, that's what he wanted to think. He should not think that, oh, I am doing the greatest work like a Lord. He should not think that I am the Lord. He should not think that. That's what he's praying to the Supreme Lord that I should not get rise in pride. So please bless me, Lord. That's what he's asking. So we also in that way. So we also sometimes we also in become wealthy, and sometimes there are many powerful people also there, like a prime minister, president. They should not puff it up with their power. Oh, I am the president now. I can control the entire country. So I am the so much of power. We should not puff it up in that, because it is only our entire earth is a small dot in the creation. So if you are keeping a wall, in the big wall, there is a one small dot. So the big wall size, the universe is there. But one dot, how much significance we can give to the Lord, how much importance we can give to the Lord, give to the small dot. That much only our earth is. So our earth size is very minute. So in that, so in the vast creation, in that earth, in that earth, we are in the one part of the world, in that one country, one state, within a state, one district, one city, in the city, one village or one town, in that, within a house, within the house also, within a room or room, and in the within a room, only one place. Even though that we are not covered the entire room, so one side of the room we are sitting. So we are very insignificant compared to this material creation itself. So if you compare material creation and spiritual creation, we are very insignificant. So we need to always remember that we are very insignificant, but still Lord is having love with us. He is having the connection with us. He is mercifully, he is sitting as a Paramatma within our heart. And he wanted to take us back to Godhead. And so how the Brahmaji is praying to the Supreme Lord, please don't give me pride. I should not get pride because of my activity. The similar way, we should not get pride, whatever the work we are doing, whatever the uh, earnings we are doing, whatever our occurrences, whatever the power we have, we should not puff it up. Whatever the fame we have, we should not puff it up with those kind of things, because we need to have that mind that everything is provided by the Supreme Lord. We are just utilizing that. So Supreme Lord is the doer. What we are just the instruments. He is doing everything. We are just the instrument. So when the Kurukshetra war, Lord asked Arjuna also the same thing. Become an instrument. Is by seeing that Virat Rupa, Arjuna was bewildered. Oh, this much big Virat Rupa. He was able to see all the Kauravas are on the mouth of the Supreme Lord. That means they are already died. Arjuna's seeing that already they are already Supreme Lord's mouth, the Virat Rupa, they are crushed. That means they already died. So you just become an instrument. That's what Krishna told to Arjuna. You just become an instrument. I will use as an instrument. Anyway, they are going to die. If you are abide with me, then you will be victorious. So you just become an instrument. That's what Krishna told. So always, if we become an instrument of the Supreme Lord, we will be victorious in our whatever the activities we are doing, whatever the bhakti we are doing. If we want to be victorious in our bhakti, we need to be instrument of the Supreme Lord and take care of the activities, whatever our Lord instructed and our spiritual master instructing. If we are following that, definitely we can be victorious and we can back to home, back to Godhead in this lifetime itself. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.